Every time Trump holds politicians accountable, they call it a shutdown. No, it's a reality check for a system that's been on vacation since 2008. You guys gotta check this video out.
Senator Bobby Harms is joining us. She's a bartender from Horn Lake, Mississippi. She is a Democrat. She submitted her question via video.
A Democrat from Mississippi.
Indeed.
All right.
Yes.
There we go.
My American dream has turned into a nightmare. My family was only days away from closing on a USDA loan for our dream home. Then came news of the shutdown, and now we face uncertainty. Our lease is up, and now we have to move. The shutdown is costing us our chance to live our dream. What are you doing to end this stalemate and help restore faith in our elected officials, the people I helped to choose to guard my American dream?
We're going to do everything that we can to bring an end to this terrible shutdown, which is hurting you and which is hurting 1 million federal employees and millions of people who use federal services. But also, we have got to be cognizant that if Trump wins this fight, our healthcare system could well collapse and tens of thousands of people could die every single year.
Do you think Trump could win this fight?
No, we're going to win it. But it's not, I don't want to look at it like a political fight.
I'm sorry to pause it, guys, but isn't this coming from someone that's a part of the same party that said Trump doesn't have a chance to win presidency? They said, well, what did they say? ICE got a better chance of surviving in hell than he has of winning presidency. They said hell's gonna freeze over before Trump wins presidency. And what happened? I, I, I'm sorry, but like the lies are just getting so easy to call out. It's getting easier and easier to read between the lines. What do you guys think? Do you think Trump's gonna win this fight?
We're going to win it
Crazy.
because the American people are on our side. If
No,
you
they're
are,
not.
or you're a Republican congresswoman, you're going to go back to your district and people are going to say to you, why are you doubling my insurance premiums? Why did you throw me off of health care? That's a fight that Republicans are not going to win.
Well, and to Bobby's question, Representative, earlier you said that House Speaker Mike Johnson said he wants this shutdown to be one of the longest in history. I believe he said it could be one of the longest in history. He was saying that more of a warning about how long it could go on. I don't think it was a threat. But I do think people want to know how long they should brace for this to potentially go on for. Do you think by Thanksgiving the government could still be shut down?
I mean, I would certainly hope not. I would certainly hope not. My hope is that we're able to resolve this as quickly as possible. I'm ready to negotiate. Bernie's ready to negotiate. I mean, we are all open and ready to.
Is anyone actually negotiating right now?
No, but
Because we hear from
let
Republicans
me
and
reiterate
Democrats
one
on that.
point. Republicans aren't in town. How do you
House
negotiate with people who refuse even to show up to do their job? They're on vacation for what, a month now?
Yes, yes. House Republicans have been on vacation for over.
But the Republican senators are here, and
Does that not sound like a lie? You know, like when something goes on and someone just keeps adding to something, you're like, yeah, that happened. I mean, come on, man. What? It's like that they play on these Americans like they're talking to 5-year-olds.
House Speaker Mike Johnson, we've had him on. He said, we've done our job. We passed the clean CR in the House. It's now up to the Senate to make these negotiations.
They need to pick up a phone, Caitlin. They need to pick up a phone. They're saying that they're doing all this work. They are twiddling their thumbs and talking to each other. It is actually an unconscionable abdication and refusal to work. They refuse. I've never seen people who hate working so much in my life. I mean, genuinely, they won't even pick up the phone. They won't. If I were Mike Johnson, you should be in that office negotiating with Hakeem Jeffries every damn day until we reopen this government. And any day that you don't do that is a failure. It is a failure. And until there is accountability for people who refuse to work, then we're going to continue to be in this cycle. So, you know, in the Senate, the Senate Majority Leader is John Thune. He should be negotiating with Chuck Schumer. President Trump should be having congressional leaders in the White House. Do you see that every day? No, you don't, because they're playing golf and they're going to Mar-a-Lago, and the House and Republicans in the House have been on vacation for weeks now.
That's rich coming from her, right? These people take more vacations than a cruise ship. Trump's the only guy that's clocked in 24/7. You know, he's catching a flight here, he's catching a flight here, he's catching a flight here, signing peace deals, you know, doing interviews. JD Vance doing interviews. Every time you see these people, they're on a private jet talking about they're fighting oligarchy and fighting pollution, just yelling and screaming in front of cameras, talking about we don't need Trump. Trump's against healthcare. They're always throwing their classic fear tactic: mass death, predicting mass death. Newsflash: the only thing that's collapsing is their control over your wallet and your mind. But this is why they're doing all these interviews, standing up and trying to speak now, because they know they're losing money, because now they actually have to work. Now they actually have to care about Americans. Something that they've never done. They've done nothing but lie and lie and lie. They've gotten along with it, away with it for so long now. I mean, they're getting called out, guys. They're getting called out. Let's keep
We
going.
are here in Washington, D.C. We are ready to work. We are ready to strike a deal. We're not here to just be my way and the highway about everything. But what we're also not going to accept is the complete collapse of the American healthcare system, so that just because the Republican Party has decided to take 1 million federal workers hostage.
Can I ask you on that, because you before have said a government shutdown is like hostage taking when it comes to paychecks, because you came into office actually during a government shutdown, the longest in U.S. history. So what would you say to Republicans who say you're doing the hostage taking this time?
Once again, pick up the phone. They need to pick up the phone. And it's not hostage taking if they refuse to clock in, right? We're all clocked in. We're all clocked in to do the job. They're not even here. They're not even here. And so it's not hostage taking as much as the fact is they refuse to show up and do the job.
Once again, the law is in the Senate, they need 60 votes. They don't have 60 votes. They've got 53 or maybe 52. That means you have to sit down and talk to the other side. It is not complicated. They are not doing that. I got to tell you, though, if I may, one of the things that has concerned me very, very much, and is that we are seeing the Republican Party doing less of representing their districts and their states than just swearing allegiance to the President of the United States. Now, I never thought that I would say this, but you have somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene saying, you know what? I was elected by my constituents. That's who I am beholden to, not the President of the United States. So there are good Republicans out there, and if Trump would leave them alone for 5 minutes and not threaten them with a primary, if they stood up and did the right thing, I think we can make progress. I will give you one story. Tom Tillis, conservative Republican from North Carolina. When we're debating this big, beautiful bill, Tillis looks at the bill, he reads the bill, he says, this is a disaster for North Carolina. I can't vote for it. Literally the next day, Trump was all over social media. The billionaires were all over saying, okay, you're finished. We're going to primary you. And a day later, this guy says, I'm out of here. I'm not running for re-election. All right? That's where we are right now. And that is a very serious problem.
You mentioned Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's your colleague over in the House. The way she frames this is she says Democrats created this mess, but Republicans don't have any solutions to fix the healthcare issue either. Is she someone that you could see yourself working with?
On what?
Hostage is when the government takes your money, your speech, and your freedom. Trump's not holding people hostage. He's freeing them from a bloated bureaucracy. They keep calling it chaos, but in reality, it's just change. Trump's not breaking America. He's breaking the bad habits that broke America. And if it makes these people uncomfortable, good. That means it's working. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let me know what you react to. We're out.